So why I believe so strongly in the limbic system retraining steps. I do recognize that it is just a one step. It is not going to, in my opinion, cure most all of your problems. But from personal experience and what I have dealt with, I will say it has definitely helped. And I'm very skeptical of a lot of things. It's something that you can do yourself. It's not anything that you have to put into your body. And your brain is in fight or flight. The mold, Toxicity, has done that. It has the mycotoxins and the inflammation have gotten to your limbic system, and they have caused you to be stuck in a fight or flight response. Your body is not going to be able to heal in that state because that is a chronic stress state, and you're not going to heal when you're stressed. When you're in a stress situation, your body just can't do it. So this at least gives you a way to start to calm that part of your body down so that it has a chance to heal. Your brain affects every part of your body. It affects your gut. It affects your immune system. And all of those things work together. It's the mind-body connection, and you cannot separate them. And you've got the nervous system that is all over your body, and it is responsible for so many processes of the body. And when it is freaking out because your nervous system and your limbic system have gone crazy, it is not going to work right. For me, a big part of my flares that I get, and yes, even with mast cells, can be triggered just by stress, just by something happening. It doesn't even have to be anything you eat. It doesn't have to be heat. It can just be from being like you're stressed, and that can cause it. So, so you have to be able to calm that part, your brain down. And I feel like that is the first thing to do. I mean, well, you need to get out of the environment that you're in. Sometimes that's not an option. And I actually, when I started my limbic system retraining, I didn't know it at the time, but I was totally in mold, and it still helped me. It wasn't going to get me well, but at least I could get out of the bed. At least I had a little bit of energy to do things. So, I just really feel like, and it's work. It's not an easy fix, and your brain's going to tell you oh, you're fine. You don't need to do that, or you're too tired, or it's not helping you, or you're going to get resistance. But I just really feel like it. I've always gone back and forth between where did help begin, brain, gut, whatever, and it all works together. So you gotta start with both, and calming your brain and starting to clean those cells off so that your body can start the healing process on its own. And that's why, we've got to lessen our toxic load. We've got to work with the brain, and we've got to work on getting our toxic load down. So that is the reason that I feel like that the limbic system retraining is so important. I will give you links to different ones. Yes, they are expensive. And it's unfortunate. I am sending a video. I've done a video of the training steps that I go through. I've created my own. I've just sort of put lots of different things together. I will be making a video on, I've already made the video on that, and I will send a resource list with the steps that I go through so you can have it visually as well. You are more than welcome to try that. And then if you want to dig deeper into that and you feel like that one of those programs would be good for you to look at, the first one that I found was DNRS, and I just went with it. And after I just went with it, then I found out that there were these other programs too, and I wished I would have shopped around a little bit more before I did that. You know, there are going to be things that you like, and there's going to be things that are going to give you issues, and that's why I just sort of created my own and worked with it. The consistency is really challenging to deal with. I understand that, especially if you've got a career and you're working, but even if you can't say them out loud, I've had great success, like driving down the road and I would get like anxiety or freaked out, and nothing, like deep breathing didn't help, and even tapping didn't help at that point. But I started to say those steps just in my mind. And it's especially with like gut kinds of things, like if you're having all kinds of rumbling and craziness in your gut, and also with anxiety as well, it really does help to, it helped me, that's all I can say, it helped me to calm that down some. So the more you say it, then you'll remember them. And I didn't say this in the last video, but they all have these little motions of going around in circles, or Gupta does the little, when you're saying the steps, you're supposed to go in different directions. And I did that some, but I have my other motions that I do. And, you know, it might be better to do the little circle thing that they say. But anyway, I highly recommend it.